We've got a state delegate in Virginia who's a Republican. His name is Bob Marshall. He's joined up with a number of Christian right clergy in Virginia to argue that Planned Parenthood should not have funding from the state of Virginia. Bob McDonnell, the current governor of Virginia, had shown some sympathy towards that argument during the campaign, so they're pressing him to take away money from Planned Parenthood. Now, they claim Planned Parenthood gets $500,000 from the state of Virginia. The reality is, according to Planned Parenthood, they get only $35,000. Maybe the reality is somewhere in the middle. Those are the two different cases they're making. I have not seen an independent analysis of that, but my guess is Planned Parenthood knows exactly what they're getting from the state of Virginia. And by the way, of course, the right-wingers say it's all for abortion, and obviously Planned Parenthood does a lot more than that. In fact, it's a small minority of the things that Planned Parenthood does. They do cancer screening, HIV tests, checkups, etc. for women, and the $35,000 they say they get from Virginia is from Medicare patients for some of those procedures, right? So that's the dispute at hand. That's a perfectly normal dispute in America until our friend Bob Marshall steps in to make his case. And he's going to make a unique and interesting case here. Let's go to clip number 8.
The number of children who are born subsequent to a first abortion who have handicaps has increased dramatically. Why? Because when you abort the firstborn of any, nature takes its vengeance on these subsequent children. In the Old Testament, the firstborn of every being, animal and man, was dedicated to the Lord. There's a special punishment Christians would suggest.
All right, now that audio was a little, low, right? So in case you didn't get it, I want to give you the great line there. Again, the number of children who are born subsequent to a first abortion with handicaps has increased dramatically. First of all, that fact came right out of Bob Marshall's ass. Totally unsubstantiated by any numbers whatsoever. Loop, just pulled it right out of there. And then his explanation is awesome, also very scientific. Why, he asks? Because when you abort the firstborn of any, nature takes its vengeance on the subsequent children. And apparently that's why they become disabled. Really? You did a study on that? And you're like, well, we've got this control group, and then we've got these other group, and then we see how nature has taken its vengeance on the kids with disabilities because of the previous abortions. Okay, that is an absolutely mental theory that he's got. Okay, just totally cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, right? But what I'm curious about is, I wonder what Sarah Palin thinks of that. Was it her earlier abortions that caused her child with Down syndrome? I mean, that's what Bob Marshall would claim, right? I mean, did God take vengeance on Sarah Palin? Now, I'm going to be on Sarah Palin's side here. I don't know that she had any abortions. I would imagine she didn't, given her stance, right? And I would imagine that it had absolutely nothing to do with her child with Down syndrome. I'm on her side. I'm curious, though, is she going to criticize this Republican here? Because in the past, she's been a little selective about who she criticizes, given these situations. Rahm Emanuel says effing retarded once, and he should be fired. Rush Limbaugh says it 40 times. Talks about a gathering of people who are looking to help people with disabilities as a retard summit. And Sarah Palin says he's just kidding around. A comedy show, Family Guy, does a skit involving an actress who has Down syndrome. That is unacceptable kidding around. When a Republican does it, it's not. So I don't know. I'd love to have her answer Bob Marshall. I mean, was it God's vengeance upon you, or is Bob Marshall a lunatic? You tell me, okay? By the way, he's not the only one, of course. Other people at the get-together, well, Bob Marshall also called Planned Parenthood Planned Baronhood. Oh, clever, clever. But my favorite actually comes from somebody who was there named Nelson. I forget which group he's with, but it's probably also of the Cocoa Puffs variety. By the way, of course, Pat Robertson and now Jonathan Falwell of Lynchburg also supporting this petition. And this gentleman says that Planned Parenthood is actually, his name is Klan Parenthood. Apparently they're very racist at Planned Parenthood. It's not, no. It's not the right wing in Virginia that would be racist. No, not at all. Of course, it's Planned Parenthood that's trying to help the poor and the needy. So, no, they're the racist ones.